Dear soul, please pay close attention. The angels are gently connecting with your energy so they can tell you the truth. Did the person you care about have a serious fight with their family because of you? What's the real story? Their family is pushing them to finally confess something to you. And why is it so deeply shocking? Dear one, something has stirred so deeply in the soul of the person you think of that even they can't deny it anymore. Things have started moving, fast and undeniable, like a storm that rushed in without warning. And in that whirlwind, words were spoken, tempers flared, and masks came off. The angels mention a moment when everything started moving faster than your person was ready for. Their family, who had been holding back their disapproval, maybe with forced smiles or quiet looks, finally let it all out. A truth that had been bubbling under the surface burst out, and you, dear one, were right in the middle of it. But please don't think this is something you caused. You didn't bring conflict, you brought light. And sometimes, when light floods a room that's been dark for too long, the dust starts to fly. Their family isn't angry just because of who you are, but because of what your presence means. Change, love, independence, and a future they can't control. Type Amen if you trust in God. Your person, who often chose silence instead of confrontation, found themselves saying things they never thought they would. The angels want you to know that this moment of truth wasn't just about defending you. It was about finally admitting what you truly mean to them. For the longest time, they've been torn between duty and desire, between family expectations and what their heart wants. But now, dear one, they can no longer stand in the middle. This fight wasn't just loud voices. It was years of pent-up emotions bursting open. It was them saying, maybe for the first time, "This is who I love, and I won't let you shame me for it." The words might not have been fancy, but the feeling behind them was honest. Their family, shocked and unprepared, demanded answers. They pushed for the truth. What exactly do they see in you? What is it that keeps them so attached? And more importantly, what haven't they told you yet? There's a truth your person has kept from you. Not because they want to betray you, but because they're afraid. Afraid of losing you if the truth shakes your trust in them. Afraid that once they say it, everything will change. But the angels are guiding them, encouraging them to be brave, because you deserve the whole picture. The truth their family is pressuring them to share with you is something they've been struggling with alone. It might be about a decision they made in the past, someone they used to be involved with, or a secret about their financial situation or emotional health. It's not just a small detail. It's something that could affect the very foundation of your connection. And yet, dear one, the angels want you to know that even this truth can't undo how deeply they love you. Their silence wasn't about how much they care. It was about how scared they are to lose what feels like the only real thing in their life. After this argument, your person isn't just emotionally overwhelmed. They're exhausted from pretending. The angels say this fast movement also brings clarity. Everything is coming to the surface now. And soon, they will come to you, heart in hand, voice trembling but steady. They will tell you everything, not because they feel completely ready, but because the angels are with them, giving them the courage they didn't have before. And when they do, dear one, you will feel the honesty in their words. You will sense how hard it has been for them to keep this from you, and yet how necessary it has become to share it now. Because this love, your love, can't survive on pretending. It's too special for that. The angels are asking you to prepare your heart, not to judge, but to listen. This truth might be unexpected. It might stir up pain or confusion, but it will also be the beginning of a deeper bond if you choose to receive it with compassion. Your person knows you are strong, but even they don't realize how deeply your love can heal. They fear your disappointment more than anything else. That's why they hesitated. But now they're standing at a doorway, and once they step through it, there's no going back. The momentum has already started. You will soon see changes, not just in their words, but in their actions, their presence, and their willingness to rebuild with more honesty and devotion. Dear one, the angels are proud of how far you've come, how you have loved without guarantees and waited without bitterness. They see your heart, and while the road ahead might feel uncertain for a moment, Trust that this storm is passing only to clear the air. What is meant for you is lining up quickly now. This argument wasn't a breaking point. It was a turning point. You have always deserved the full truth, and now you're being guided towards it. Stay soft, stay open. For the truth that reaches you will not only explain what's been happening behind the scenes, but will also show just how deeply your person is ready to fight for a future with you. Dear one, the angels are holding your hand today closer than ever because they see how much you've longed to know what really happened, what was said behind closed doors, and why you felt a change in the energy around your person lately. There was a conversation, sharp and cutting, one that left wounds deeper than words can fully explain. Your person stood face to face with a family member who has always had a strong influence over their emotions. Someone who believes they know best, who prides themselves on being logical, practical, and maybe brutally honest. But dear one, honesty without love can feel like cruelty. And in this moment, the truth was delivered with such a cold edge, it left your person shaken. They were questioned, pushed into a corner, accused of being under your influence, of losing their independence, their common sense, their priorities. The fight wasn't about something small. It was about whether they are thinking clearly when it comes to you. And in that moment, something inside them snapped. For the first time in a long while, they realized they were tired. Tired of explaining why they love you. Tired of being made to feel like their heart was a weakness. The family's pressure wasn't just about disapproving of you. It was about forcing them to declare a truth they've been running from. Not just to you, but to themselves. Type 1 believe if you believe in God. The angels want you to understand that what your person is being pushed to tell you now isn't a confession about doing something wrong, but a confession about feeling vulnerable. They've worn a mask, presented a calm, perhaps emotionally distant version of themselves to you and everyone else. But the truth is, dear one, they've been afraid. Afraid of being fully seen. Afraid of being judged. Afraid that if they open their soul to you completely, you might see something broken and walk away. But this argument with their family brought something to light. The person who confronted them, maybe someone like a parent figure, or just someone they deeply respect, said something that cut right to their soul. If you truly love them, why haven't you been honest with them? Why are you still hiding behind silence? And that question shattered them, because deep down, they know it's time. The angels are whispering now, urging them to come forward, to lay everything out, not just their feelings, but their past, their scars, their fears, the parts of themselves they've kept hidden from you, hoping to seem stronger, more in control, more desirable. The shocking part of this truth is that it reveals a side of your person they never wanted anyone to see. Maybe it's a past relationship that left them wounded, or a family situation so complicated they've built walls instead of bridges. Perhaps they've made choices before you that they regret, choices they're ashamed to talk about because they fear losing your love. But dear one, love isn't about perfection, it's about presence. And your presence in their life has already started healing them in ways they don't even fully realize. This truth is coming to you, not just because their family is pushing them, but because their soul is ready. Ready to stop living in pieces. Ready to stop loving you through filters. The angels are surrounding them now, clearing the fear from their heart and putting courage where silence used to be. They know now that you deserve more than half-truths and guarded affection. You deserve the full truth, even if it shakes things for a moment. And dear one, you have always been strong enough to handle it. That's why the angels chose you for this connection, because your heart knows how to love with compassion, not just passion. Your person is finally understanding that if they want a real future with you, it must be built on honesty. And this isn't easy for them. They've learned their whole life to protect themselves by pretending, by analyzing their feelings instead of showing them. But your love, gentle and fierce at the same time, has softened them. It has made them question every wall they've ever built. And now, with everything coming out, there's no going back. Dear one, when this truth is spoken to you, you might feel a moment of silence inside yourself. You might pause, overwhelmed, not just by what is revealed, but by how deeply they struggled to say it. And in that silence, let the angels speak to your heart. They will remind you of the bigger picture, of the love that brought you here, of the divine timing that is happening even through discomfort. You're not being asked to carry their pain, only to witness it. You're not being asked to fix them, only to receive them. This truth is not a punishment. It is a gift, a bridge from who they were to who they are becoming. And though it might be difficult to hear, it will set both of you free. The angels are reminding you now, dear one, that sometimes the most beautiful chapters begin not with grand declarations of love, but with raw truth, trembling hands, and the decision to stay even when the ground shakes. What you will hear soon may surprise you, but it will also explain so much. The emotional distance, the sudden mood changes, the delays, the hesitations. It was never about you. It was about the parts of themselves they weren't ready to bring into the light. But that time has passed. The light is here now, and you, dear one, are ready to receive it. You have been so patient, so loving, even when you didn't understand the silence. The angels are proud of your strength. They see your heart glowing like a lantern in the dark, guiding this person home, to truth, to love, to healing. And when they come to you, full of hesitation and trembling hope, remember that this isn't weakness. It is the beginning of true connection. What was once hidden is being revealed, not to break you, but to build something new. Trust in the timing. Trust in the message. And above all, trust in the love that brought you here. It was never ordinary. It was always divine. Dear one, today the angels are holding you gently in their loving energy, whispering truths to your soul that have been buried in silence and confusion for a long time. There's a shift happening behind the scenes, and it carries the weight of a battle fought not just with words, but with generations of expectations, pride, and unspoken feelings. Your person, the one whose energy still lingers around you in quiet moments, has been caught in a quiet storm within their family. A storm that wasn't loud, but intensely emotional. This fight wasn't just shouting. It was a clash of values, of choices, of the life they want to build with you versus the life their family had already planned for them in their minds. And what started this internal war is something you might never have realized, dear one. It's the way your person looks at you. It's the way they see your strength, your independence, your self-reliance, and the way you carry yourself with dignity and grace, even when you feel vulnerable. You have become for them not just someone they love, but a symbol of the life they wish they could live without fear. Type strong if you trust in God's presence. The angels want you to know that your person's family has often viewed relationships through the lens of control, status, and tradition. And when they saw the way your person was drawn to you, not because you needed them, but because they admired you, they felt threatened. Because you, dear one, do not need anyone to complete you. You're already whole. And this wholeness, this beautiful independence that you've built through pain, growth, and inner healing, made their family feel like they were losing their grip. Their words might have sounded harsh or dismissive, accusing your person of being blinded, manipulated, or even foolish. But what they were truly reacting to was the fact that your person is choosing a kind of love that doesn't come with conditions, doesn't require them to play roles that never fit, and doesn't depend on approval from others. This fight, though maybe quiet and controlled, was deeply personal. And your person, for the first time, didn't back down. They stood firm, not with anger, but with clarity. They defended you, not because you needed defending, but because they finally realized what you truly mean to them. And now, dear one, they're being pressured to tell you something they have kept hidden, something that explains a lot about why they've struggled to be fully open with you. The truth they're being urged to reveal is connected to how they see you, and how they feel they fall short in comparison. You might have sensed it already, in their silences, in their hesitation when you talk about your dreams, or when you speak of self-worth, confidence, and boundaries. They admire you deeply, but they also fear that they are not enough. There's something in their past, or even in their current life, that they're ashamed of. Maybe financial struggles, a lack of clear direction, or a failed relationship they never truly healed from. And every time they stood near you, seeing your light, your strength, they felt their own shadows growing longer. But instead of sharing this with you, they put on a mask. They tried to impress, tried to match your energy without first being honest about their own wounds. And now, their family has seen through that mask. They've accused them of trying to become someone they're not, just to keep you. And in doing so, they've pushed your person to face their deepest fear, that if you knew everything, you might walk away. But dear one, the angels are here to tell you that this truth, no matter how complicated, cannot destroy what is real between you. In fact, this truth has the power to free both of you. Your person is realizing that pretending to be more accomplished, more confident, or more emotionally stable than they really are has only created distance between you. And the most shocking part of the truth they're about to reveal is not what they've done or what they lack, but how deeply inadequate they've felt beside you, despite your unconditional love. The angels are preparing your heart to receive this confession with tenderness, because you, dear one, have always had the power to heal, not by fixing, but by accepting. This moment won't be about perfection. It will be about presence, about showing your person that love doesn't require achievements. It requires courage. And they're finally finding that courage. The angels see your soul. They know how long you've waited for clarity, how much you've doubted yourself in the silence, wondering if the connection was real, if you mattered enough for them to fight for you. But now they are fighting, not just with their family, but with the part of themselves that always felt undeserving of a love like yours. And that fight is bringing them closer to their truth. Soon, they will come to you, not with grand gestures or rehearsed speeches, but with a heart that is finally ready to be known fully. They will speak of their fears, of the pressure they've carried, of the decisions they made trying to live up to an image they thought you wanted. And when they do, dear one, the angels ask you to look past the pain, past the flaws, and into the core of who they are, a soul longing to be accepted just as they are. Music, dear one, the angels are pouring their light upon your heart in this very moment, because what you are about to hear isn't just a message, but a reflection of your soul's impact, an echo of the fire and warmth you have brought into the life of someone who never thought they could feel this alive again. A serious fight did happen, one that wasn't just filled with shouting, but with sharp words, silent tears, and a deep sense of who they're clashing against tradition. Your person, the one your spirit keeps reaching for, found themselves facing a wall built not with bricks, but with expectations. Those silent rules laid down by their family over years about who they should be with, what kind of person would be right for them, what image they must keep up. And then came you, not to disrupt, but to awaken, not to replace, but to inspire. You, dear one, walked into their life with a light that was too bright to ignore, with a fire in your soul that didn't ask for approval, and a presence that made them feel seen. Truly seen, perhaps for the first time in their life. Type 111 if you believe in your guardian angels. The fight happened because their family saw that fire too, and it terrified them. Not because you are wrong for their child, but because you are strong, radiant, completely yourself in your truth. You hold a magnetism that pulls others in, not with force, but with authenticity. And this shook their family to the core. Their fear wasn't about you personally, but about losing control over your person's choices. They questioned them, doubted them, even accused them of being charmed or blind to reality. But your person, dear one, could no longer hide behind the image they had carefully built to please everyone. The energy they feel when they're near you, the way you challenge them, lift them, push them to grow, it has become too real to ignore. And so, they stood up, perhaps for the first time, with steady conviction and told their family that they were choosing you. Not out of rebellion, but because of love. That moment cost them something: comfort, familiarity, maybe even certain relationships. But it gave them back their own voice, their own truth. Now, their family is demanding that they tell you what they've been hiding. And what they've been hiding might not be about mistakes or betrayals, but about admiration that turned into feeling intimidated. The truth they're being pressured to confess is that they have felt deeply insecure in your presence. Not because of anything you've done, but because of how brightly you shine. They see your independence, the way you carry yourself, the way people respect you, and they've wondered quietly if they truly deserve to stand beside you. They have downplayed their emotions, kept you at a distance sometimes, or delayed important conversations. Not because they don't love you, but because they felt like they had to catch up to be worthy of being your partner. And now, after this argument, the family has said it out loud. If you're so serious about them, then why haven't you told them how much you've been struggling to feel like you belong in their world? Dear one, the angels are asking you to listen closely, not just to the words, but to the pain behind the silence. This person isn't bringing a confession to you as a threat to the relationship, but as a bridge to deeper closeness. What they're about to reveal might be shocking only because it will open your eyes to just how deeply they admire you, how much they've been comparing themselves to your strength, and how afraid they've been of losing you simply because they couldn't match your flame. But what they don't fully understand is that you never needed them to compete with your fire. You only needed them to walk with you through it. And now, the angels are guiding them to finally be real with you, to strip away the pride, the performance, the pressure, and show up as they are, imperfect, uncertain, but ready to try. Ready to tell you that they've been scared, not of your love, but of not living up to it. This moment will be tender, dear one, and you may feel a mix of emotions when they speak their truth. You might realize that some of their past behaviors weren't about rejection, but about awe, that they pulled away not because they didn't care, but because they cared too much and didn't know how to handle it. The angels want you to meet this revelation with your full heart, to remember that you too have had moments where you doubted your worth, where you questioned your light. And now you are being given a chance to reflect that light back to them. Not through words alone, but through presence, through compassion, through reminding them that love isn't earned by power or perfection, but by truth and connection. You have already changed them, dear one. Your influence has awakened something in them that even their family cannot deny anymore. You have helped them see their potential, not as something they need to prove, but as something they already hold inside. And though this truth may come with tears, with trembling hands, it is also coming with hope. Hope that you will understand. Hope that this will bring you closer, not push you further apart. Hope that now, finally, nothing stands between you and the future that was always meant to be. The angels are rejoicing in this happening, not because it's easy, but because it's real. This is what divine love looks like. Messy, vulnerable, healing, brave. Dear one, the angels are moving quickly around you because something in the unseen world is rushing forward. Something that has been held back for too long is finally breaking through. And this time, it cannot be delayed any longer. The emotions your person has buried beneath obligations, family pressure, and confusion have reached a point where they're no longer willing to be silenced. The energy of their heart, once hesitant and held back, is now pouring forward, fast and intense, because everything they feel for you has become too powerful to deny. There was a moment, a very recent moment, when their love for you crashed against the expectations of their family. And instead of shrinking like they used to, they stood up. They didn't just raise their voice, they raised their truth. The fight that happened wasn't just about you, dear one. It was about every choice they've made that didn't fit the image their family built for them. But your love gave them the strength to say, "This is what I want, and I'm no longer asking for permission." The angels want you to understand that this argument came out of nowhere like a lightning strike. There might have been tension building for a long time, but the words spoken erupted unexpectedly, raw and unfiltered. And now, because of this confrontation, everything is moving forward with intensity, with speed, with no time left for second-guessing. Type guided if you trust in God's guidance. Your person is now being pushed by both their inner truth and their family's demand for clarity to finally tell you something they've kept inside for far too long. They're being pulled in two directions, but the angels are pushing them toward honesty. The shocking truth they're being urged to reveal isn't about betrayal, isn't about anything they did wrong. It's about something they feared would change the way you see them. It is the depth of what they truly feel. You may think you know how they feel about you, dear one, but they've only shown you pieces of their love. The truth they are being asked to confess is that they've been in love with you far longer, far deeper, and far more seriously than they've ever admitted. And the reason they never told you fully is because of how fast everything started moving inside them when you came into their life. You ignited something, and it scared them. It scared their family too, because they saw your impact. They saw that you weren't just a phase or a distraction. You were the real thing. And that truth became threatening. The angels are showing that your person's heart has been racing with the need to come clean, not because someone forced them to, but because something sacred inside them is demanding they stop holding back. The emotions they've hidden are now spilling over. The fight they had wasn't just about defending you. It was about defending their right to love freely, their right to choose a future where love isn't controlled by fear. Their family accused them of moving too fast, of being reckless, of putting you on a pedestal. But what they don't understand is that love like this doesn't follow a slow pace. It speeds up time, it demands action, and it awakens the soul. This is why everything is happening so quickly now, why they're being drawn to you with a sense of urgency that even they don't fully understand. They've realized that waiting any longer is only going to create more pain. And so, they're coming, dear one, faster than you expect. With a message, with a confession, with tears maybe, but also with hope. And what they want to tell you, the part that might shake you, is that they had planned to tell you long ago. There were moments when it was right on the tip of their tongue, when their heart beat faster just before they chose silence instead. They watched you, listened to you, felt the love in every interaction, but still, they said nothing, afraid to disrupt the balance. But the angels are saying that balance was an illusion, because deep down, you always knew, didn't you? You always felt there was more beneath their words, more in their gaze, more in the way their energy held onto yours long after you walked away. And now, the words are finally ready to be spoken. The dam is broken. The pace of your story is about to speed up. Conversations will flow, emotions will rise, and truth, long-awaited truth, will find its way to you. Dear one, this is a time to open your heart wider than ever before. You might be caught off guard by the sudden movement, by the emotional rush that sweeps over you when they open up. You might find yourself breathless with the weight of everything they've kept locked inside. But the angels want you to know you are ready. You are always ready. Your soul called in this love not to experience another shallow connection, but to dive deep into something that challenges and transforms. And yes, the truth might be shocking in its intensity. It might overwhelm you to hear how serious they are, how much they see you as their forever, how they've been planning things in their mind while pretending to be unsure. They've imagined a life with you, built dreams around you, made silent promises they now want to say aloud. The only reason they waited was because they thought you needed time. They didn't know that you were waiting too. Now, as the momentum builds and the truth rushes toward you, the angels are asking you to receive it not with doubt, but with grace. To remember that not all confessions come perfectly. Some come with trembling voices, some with late-night messages, some with quiet looks that finally match the words. What matters is that it's coming. That after everything, after the confusion, the delays, the moments you wondered if they even cared, it's all beginning to move, not slowly, but with divine force. This is the power of a love that cannot be contained any longer. The universe is aligning paths, removing barriers, and clearing space for your hearts to meet in honesty. So let it come, dear one. Dear one, the angels are surrounding you with warmth and grace in this moment. Because what is happening in your life isn't just luck. It's the victory of your heart's quiet courage, your patience, and your soul's steady belief in love, even when the path was unclear. What you have been sensing is real. There was a confrontation, a serious clash between your person and their family. And this time it was different. This time, your person did not walk away in silence, did not bow their head in guilt or confusion. They rose, they spoke, they chose. And even though it came with resistance, with painful words and emotional weight, they walked away with something they've never had before: pride in themselves. For the first time, they chose their truth over comfort. and they walked away from that battle holding your name in their heart like a banner. The angels want you to know that the fight wasn't only about you. It was about everything you represent. You're not just someone they love. You're someone who symbolizes freedom, growth, transformation. And that terrified their family because it meant the version of life they had built for your person was being left behind. The energy of this moment is powerful, dear one. The family might have said things that were cruel or filled with fear. Things like, "You're throwing away your future," or "You've changed," or "This isn't who you were supposed to be." But instead of shrinking under that weight, your person stood their ground. They said, "This is who I've become, and I like who I am with them." That moment was defining. It shifted something inside them permanently. It made them realize that love doesn't need approval to be real. It made them see that your love hasn't taken anything from them. It has given them back their voice. And now, they're being urged to come to you, not just with love, but with honesty. Because their family, in their desperation to regain control, has asked your person to tell you the one truth they've been too afraid to admit. Not because it's dark or shameful, but because it is so deeply vulnerable. And that truth is this: they've already chosen you. Not as a maybe, not as a possibility, but as a forever. They've pictured your hand in theirs through every season of life. And they've already made decisions that reflect this love. Quiet decisions, perhaps hidden, but deeply rooted in their heart. The shocking part isn't that they love you. That part your soul has always known. The shocking part is how far they've already gone in their mind and spirit to make you part of their future. They've told people close to them. They've made changes in their life structure. They've even begun creating emotional and physical space to welcome you in, while still pretending in front of you that things were uncertain. Why? Because they didn't know if they could provide the life they believe you deserve. They didn't know if you would accept their love once you saw the chaos behind their calm exterior. But this confrontation with their family has shaken them into clarity. The angels are celebrating because your person now sees what truly matters. Not image, not approval, but truth, connection, and the kind of love that can survive the fire. And you, dear one, have been the fire that purified their soul. You were never too much. You were never a risk. You were the light that helped them see who they really are. And now, they're running toward you with a heart that is no longer hiding. You will notice this shift. They might speak differently, look at you longer, act more intentionally. It's not a performance, it's transformation. Their energy is rising to meet yours, and the angels are guiding their every step. When they come to you, when they speak of everything they've done quietly to prepare for a life with you, when they share how they defended you, even when it cost them peace in their own home, your heart will swell with the confirmation that this love was never one-sided. This is your victory, dear one. Not a triumph of ego, but of love. Not a moment of winning over others, but of finally being seen, chosen, respected, and cherished. The angels are reminding you that this moment is sacred. It's a reward, not just for loving someone deeply, but for holding space for their soul to awaken. Type amen if you trust in God. Thank you for your trust, your light, and your continued presence. May the angels forever surround you with their endless love, divine wisdom, and gentle protection, gracefully guiding each step you take with peace and purpose.